Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to Apple iOS. And today, we're going to be taking a look at
Loopy.
and its annual in-app purchase update. So, hang out with me for the next hour and we'll check this thing out right now. Hello, welcome to the show. My name is Jade. This is How to App on iOS. I hope you are all doing well. I am doing okay. I'm glad you asked. Still dealing with the Rona. In fact, I thought I was getting over it, but today I feel like a bag of rocks have been kicked for 3 hours. But it's all good. Welcome to the show. To all of our Wart Warriors as well. You can become a Wart Warrior by clicking the thing in the description. There's a join button, $1 a month, and custom emojis and stuff and all that. Whoa. So we got a cool show for you today, and the really good news, we got the return of Thomas Christ after this too. So that's really exciting. Very exciting stuff. I'm excited for Thomas, except for I'm not excited for Thomas and his massive list of music that he's got that's happening. Man, that's going to be a big list. I don't want to see that. Yeah, so let's say hello to folks in the chat. We'll do some news, and then we'll get into what's new with Loopy. Alrighty. Hello, Thomas. Speak of the devil, and the devil arrives. Hello, Frank Terzo, who's said hello to us all twice now. You all right? Have you got the Rona as well, Frank? Hello, Falcro, and thanks, Thomas, for putting the link in there as well to become a member. You can click that link to join if you're on a smartphone or whatever. Mars Capone is here too as well. We got the Falcro. I have an idea. Hello to you. If you're coming over from Leela's show, welcome aboard. Leela just had a weekly live performance. Oh, holy hell, look at this. Haven't seen you for a while. Damn. Look at this dude. I have to go get, do I even have the effect anymore, man? I can't even find it. I don't think it's here. I don't think I've got a ding anymore. You know what? I'll give you a trombone. How's that sound? It's paying to get. What's going on, paying to get? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I don't have the cha-ching. I think I replaced it with the pigeon. There you go. See? Hello, Princess LDG. Are we doing well? And anyone else who may be lurking away, lurk away. Feel free to lurk. No need to comment if you don't feel the need to. So there's 18 people here. So thank you for joining me here today. We're going to jump over and do some of this first. So just to let you know, we had an interview lined up with Matt Fetcher from Audio Kit Pro, but it fell through. But don't worry, it's happening next week. But we've got something super special for you coming up tomorrow. Hope you can join us. This is very weird. I feel a bit odd doing this. But yes, tomorrow we are doing an interview, and I am not interviewing somebody tomorrow. I'm taking the day off from interviewing. And yes, hello Leela. Leela, who just had a great show. So yes, I'm not doing the interview tomorrow. Tomorrow, folks, we have a guest interviewer on. We have Brad Example coming on the show, and he is going to interview me. So there you go. And it is sponsored by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. So hopefully you can come and join us. And you've heard, I've done 100 interviews, over 100 interviews with people on this show. And I think Brad thinks it's time that he interviews me, and you all find out a little bit more about me. So cool. What could go wrong? What could go wrong, huh? With Brad in control. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the mayhem that will ensue. Good times. Have I missed anyone? There's Gregory O'Sullivan, good morning to you, Greg. So that is happening tomorrow. Brad interviewing me. I'm super excited, and you're probably going to get to hear some stuff you've never heard before. All good. And today, Brad is our featured artist. So we're going to close the show with one of Brad's songs, and it's a really good song. It's an unlisted song, something that you may not have ever heard before from Brad. Alrighty. We need to go and do some quick news and updates and things like that. So let's do that right now as I get my stuff together. Finally, guess what I can announce, guys? We're heading over now to the Beat Community, beatcommunity.com. Go hang out at the site, join the Facebook group. Versin and Caro Cinematic Sounds release Cinematics. It's actually out. Good grief. The worst launch ever. I feel so bad for Harry with this launch, but it is out now. If you want to go and download Cinematics, go get it for free. You'll get 4 instruments. Go and try them out and go and check out the in-app purchases prices. There's 62 in-app purchases, as I showed you on the show I did. And yeah, it's back up. It went up, it came down, and it went up, it came down. It's actually fixed, it's working, and there's no problems with it, so get into it. Go have a look at it. GSI have a brand new free Vibes app, which we'll probably look at next week. We've got a new app from K Devices coming soon, so that's exciting. Suggested 2's coming as well, so there's lots of cool apps coming. You can find out all this info over on the Beat Community. Price drops, Neon. Now's your time to get Neon, folks. Seriously, half price, $6.99. Paul's done a big warehouse sale. Get it while it's good. Hello, Russ, in the chat. We got Bruce Free. So a whole bunch of Cleveland apps are on sale. And Black Eyes from Nembrini. Idusen, Blease. I think we've still even got like Vocal Tune Studios on sale. And Saga Synth, and a whole bunch of really cool apps are on sale at the moment. But today we are looking at Loopy Pro. Now, I already did a massive tutorial on this when it came out just over a year ago. Plus, I did a huge, like 6-part series on this app, creating a song with it. You know, I made the Kindercore song, Relentless Cruelty, using Loopy Pro. So you can go back and watch those. They're all in a playlist, a Loopy Pro playlist. It's in my playlists if you want to understand a bit more about Loopy. Now, let's talk about what this is today, because Loopy's been getting updates for over a year. Yeah, it is free to download, so to get Loopy, but then you've got to pay once you get it. So when it first came out, you would download it for free, and then you pay the money to unlock it. And you get a 7-day trial. And then if you pay for it, you get a whole year of updates and everything within that price structure. You own everything, right? And then the way the price structure works with Loopy is every year, Michael, the developer, does an update, and you pay an extra update each year. And everything you've already paid for, you still own. You don't have to update if you don't want. Right? This isn't a subscription model. Everything you've paid for, you own. But if you choose to buy the latest update, which we're going to look at today, then you get the next year of updates, right? So it's a really cool system. I think this is one of the first apps that started this, pay for the year ahead, and everything that you've paid for previously, you own. The other good thing about this is if you didn't buy this, or you used the 7-day trial. Just say when this first came out a year ago, and you got the 7-day trial and you didn't end up sticking with it, the 7-day trial has been reset for the year. So if you want to give it another go and have another look at it for 7 days, you can do that as well. So it's really fair pricing structure. We're going to go have a look at that pricing structure now. So let's head over here. Here we are on my desktop. And the pricing structure, as I said, is free to download. And here we are here. So you got a 7-day trial. Boom. Then once you download it, if you've never downloaded it before, if you've never paid for it before, it's going to cost you $29. And that'll be for the year. And you'll get everything that's in it right now. But if you've already paid for it last year and you want the update, it's only $14.99. And that gives you updates all the way up till next year. But here's the good thing, okay? This is really exciting. So this is version 1.1 that has just dropped. Now, these are all the updates. What's new in version 1.1? Look at all these updates. There's a lot in here. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get through a quarter of these. So I'm really going to mainly focus on just going over the app again for you. And then one of the major updates that's in here. Just the what I think is the major one for today. Because, you know, time is short. But I want you to pay attention to these updates. Because everything that doesn't have a star next to it is a free update. Okay? So if you update right now, you're going to get everything except for the ones with a star. All the ones with a star are in the new paid update. If you've never bought it and you buy it now, do you get the update too? That's what I believe, Thomas. Let's read through it and see what you think here. So, a 7-day trial, right? A 7-day trial so you can make an informed purchase decision. A one-off in-app purchase to buy the app and you keep forever. This gets you permanent access to all current features and all those added within the following 12 months. So I'm assuming, yes, right now, if you paid, you didn't own it and you paid $29.99, you get everything now. That's what it sounds like from here. It also gets you bug and compatibility fixes, a completely optional upgrade in-app purchase available anytime from 12 months after the initial purchase. Right? Is that right? Is that how it works? And it looks like even if you own 1.1, you get a 7-day trial for the new features. All right. So, okay. I've not done it because I just got the code. So it's hard for me to make out exactly what it is. So I'm just going by here. A complete optional upgrade in-app purchase. Upgrade once a year or when there's a new feature you want or never upgrade again. So I guess if you've already got it, I would just go to the App Store and check. Or just open it up to see if you've got if you haven't bought it. Yeah, I think. What's Mars put here? And it looks like even if you own 1.1, you get the 7-day trial for the new features. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. No, now so I was right. What I was saying, I just got lost here. Yeah, so if you already have 1.1, you can do the trial to check the new features as well before paying the $14.99. Man. So that's US prices as well too. So if you already own it, you can do the 7-day trial. But as I said here, look at this. I mean, so far, these ones with the stars, so stepped dial and radio widgets, overdub feedback control, audio source and MIDI source replacements with long press over icon, support for multiple simultaneous control profiles, ability to seek particular sequences, absolute or relative using clock seek selection, align action, and multi inputs and outputs. They are what you're getting so far for the update, for paying the extra for the update. But, you know, that's just now because there is a huge roadmap. And, you know, last year's roadmap was huge and so many things have been included. Like, look at the channel log, change log here. If we go here, this has been the whole year of stuff. It's just, I mean, and when I show you a bit here, each more has like a lot. So you've been getting a year of stuff for your money. So look at all this. I mean, there's been so many updates. It is just ridiculous. Michael is an absolute demon when it comes to updating this app. It has grown and grown and grown. Plus, we are heading into Logic world where this is only going to be even better with Logic. So it's very exciting stuff. Okie doke. So, but yeah, all the rest of this, all this stuff here is, if you already own it, is already free as part of the current update. It's only the things marked with a star that are new things. And if we jump back over to my iPad, here we go. So here's the Loopy website, and there's a roadmap here. So this tells you kind of what's coming. You can see stuff that's under review at the moment. So this is great. Like, I love how Michael has this change log here on the channel, on his website, with things that they're looking into fixing, things that are planned, and things that are currently in progress to be added. And you can go there and vote for this stuff and have, you know, stuff that you want to come. Look at all these stuff that are planned for this year. So there's a heap of things that are coming in for the year. And it's an amazing app. It really is just fucking amazing, right? So we've covered this. Let's look at the change log quickly. So again, that's all the stuff there. There's too much to go through and read. Let's jump in and show you what I made with it. Yeah? What better way to jump in for anybody who's never seen Loopy before? I did a 5 or 6 part series. I can't even remember now. And I made this. Here's so basically what Loopy is, if you don't know, if you're seeing it for the first time, it's a loop station, it's a DAW, it's so many things, it's everything. It's so incredibly cool. And you can see you've got a mixer here. It works using these little loops, and it's very color based, so the colors match with tracks. You can send outs in, it's crazy. You can look at it in this view like this and have a mixing panel. You can get rid of that and look at it in loops. You can look at it in a DAW fashion like this and see all your tracks in a DAW and play it along. So this is how I made my song, because you've got so many ways to create music. So let's play a bit of this. This is the song I did with Loopy. We'll jump over here and look at it this way. And I'll shut my mic off for a second and let's do it. So the reason that I opened with this, I wanted to show you that. Remind you too, if you've seen the other Loopy show, that you don't have to just make loops and stuff. You know, it's not like about live looping, and there's so many ways you can use this. You can use this as a DAW. You can use this so many different ways. You can use this for live performances. It's really, really versatile. Beyond versatile, it's ridiculous. So there's that. We can stop that from playing. I'm going to clear this out of here now. What's going on, Indy? Good to see you. Pete Johns, hello to you. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Pete. I can't play the video clip. I don't want to get banned again. I'm already a rebel enough on the as a YouTube tutorial person. So we're going to go in here and create a brand new project. Let's do that first and just go through the beginning of starting a project. So up the top here, you click the little folder. You've got a whole bunch of options. Down here is where all your projects are saved. So all my projects are saved down here. You can start a new project, you can save. And what's really, really cool about this thing, every time you make a save of a project, it creates these save points. And you can go back to them at any time. You can delete save points. It's really smart. Everything about Loopy is super, super smart, right? Michael has put so much work into this. There's so much love in this app. It is utterly ridiculous. You can duplicate projects, super simple. You can export them, send them to people. Let's make a new project. Now, every time you make a new project, it gives it a name. I don't need to save these changes because I've already saved this. And look at that. Now, what's going on? Why has this got a whole bunch of squares or rectangles? Well, you don't have to have loops. That's another really cool thing. You don't have to have loops. Normally it would open up and have a whole bunch of loops, where I prefer to have rectangles. And you can change these really easy. So if you're unaware, you've never seen this thing before, just to give you a quick overview again, all the colors here line up with the colors down here, right? So all these orange things and all these, so these are all your tracks, and you can make thousands and thousands and thousands of these. You can make however many you want. It's utterly out of control how many you can make. So you've got a typical mixing desk down here, and I love, this is one of the improvements that has been added to Loopy, is mouse support. Look at this. This was something I really struggled with. I can just drag my mouse and change the volume super easy now. Oh man, the mouse support on this was something I'm not sure when mouse support came in, but wow, it's so much better. It works everywhere, like dragging things around, recording. It's so damn good. I love the mouse support. It is fantastic. Let's clear that out of here. Really happy days on that. So you kick off as well with a track here. So this is your input. So whatever I've got down here, I can connect a mic and start looping straight away. Now, there's down to the side here, we have these little controls just to refresh. This gets rid of your little sliders. You can extend them even further out, and it'll show you your effects rack. So you can put effects in here, pretty much like a normal DAW, you know. Then you can go over to the actual DAW section, your grid, where all your tracks are, and you can add all your sections in here and organize it like a normal DAW. So that, and you can flip between the loops and the DAW just by clicking down here. And you've got a pencil down here to edit things, right? Which is lovely. We'll cover that in a second. And this little button up here flips everything over and gives you easy access to change the levels of each of these, panning left and right. You can move left and right. You can go up and down. So you've got absolute control over all your loops, all that kind of stuff. It's so intuitive. Again, go back, watch my main video on this. Up the top corner is where you can change your BPM. You can choose the BPM. You can choose how long your loops are going to go for. I'm going to set these at 4 bars. You can turn on and off your metronome. If you don't like having a metronome as well, you can instead have this flashing metronome, where every time I hit play, There's no count. It just flashes for me. Really amazing, yeah? I love the amount of thought that has gone into this. Or you can turn off the flashing. You can have the flashing and the metronome as well. So now we should have a metronome. There we go. You can change it to whatever sound you want. You can change 1 4 2 4 3 4 4 4 5 4 6 8 7 8. You can change to whatever you like. Tempo, all that stuff. There are so many settings in here. Let me hit pause on this. Settings are in abundance. You have individual clip settings. So you can make your clips do whatever you want. It is just out of control how many settings there are in here. You've got colors. You can add your own colors. It's so customizable, your brain will melt. Control settings. So you can add controllers to this. So you can see my Arturia key step is connected. I could connect something like this up here. You can connect everything. And you can now have in here, you can have control profiles. So here we have a current project. I can actually set and go in and create a brand new profile like this and connect up any like external control and go in and set all the bindings I want. So I can go in and say, I want my play stop button to be whatever, a button on whatever keyboard. And you can create all these things, all these bindings. I can add a new action to here. So we've got like mute, record, clear clips. Like look at all these things you can do, effect actions, all these options you can do and bind them to any external controller you have. And you can have multiple instances of these controllers. So you can flip between different controllers. It is just nuts. Absolutely nuts. The amount of customization you can do with this app. So there's that. Now, again, there's just not enough time to go through all of this. Just cover some of this stuff briefly. Synchronization. You can sync this to anything. Yeah, you can sync it up to Ableton Link. You can sync it up to AUM. You can sync it up to whatever you want. You can. Its syncability is just ridiculous. Bluetooth syncing. There's your metronome settings, and then you've got overall system settings. So how many hertz you want it to be. It goes up to 96 hertz. The buffer duration, 32-bit if you want. File format. So you've got so many options. It is just utterly mind-blowing. All right, let's have a look at some of the editing stuff. So I'm going to get rid of this little section here. And you'll notice when you normally open this, they're in loops. They're actual circles. So let's hit the pencil down here where you can edit. And you can move all these things around. You can move whatever you want. You can put things wherever you want. Let's start afresh. Let's just start deleting all this shit. Let's delete this row. Let's start with a whole new palette. Delete this row. Can I delete that? It's not going to let me delete it. Let's just start deleting. I just added a row there. Delete, delete, delete column, delete column, delete column. So you've got all these points you can see where there's a little minus or a little arrow going up. So we have a blank slate right now. So I want to add some things. And down here is your toolbar where you can add all these cool things. Here's your loops. These are one-shots. These are buttons. You've got volume sliders. You've got long sliders, tall sliders. You've got grids where you can chop loops up and chop them all up. You've got so much. It's ridiculous. And this is one of our new ones, which is with the latest in-app purchase. You can name stuff. So let's add some loops. There's a loop. Let's just start clicking buttons. And now we've got a whole bunch of clips. There we are. Cool. Let's get out of the edit section and bring up our... Now they're all the same color. I want to like match these up to these colors here. So let's jump back in the edit screen. And down here, you've got your colors. And what's really cool is we can just go click on a color, tap, tap, click on the next color, tap, tap, next color, tap, tap, next color, tap, tap. And then when we get out of this pencil, bring up our screen, all these loops are now matching alongside all of the colors. So we're starting to build up our loops. All right, now let's go back into our edit screen because I want to show you how to change the size of these. If you just hold down on one of them, you'll see you get these little points here. And now you can actually, see if we can get that back up. Oops. There we go. You can now drag these and change them to whatever you like. You can make super small loops or rectangular ones, so you can customize it to look however you want. So now, if I go in and do that with this one, so now I'm saving space as well by making these rectangles. And what you'll find is once you change a size of these, whoops, once you change the size of them, anything you add now will match. I'll show you that in a second. So let's just change all of these, bring them up. I'm just dragging with my finger, yeah, to change the size of these. So now we've got a whole bunch here. Now, if I go back down to our circle and add, it remembers. Very clever stuff. So now we can go in and change the colors. Oops, we want these ones to be yellow and we want these ones, and they're all cool. So now what have we got? 16 clips. So we can build up a 24-track thing if we want, yeah? Let's do that. Let's build up. All right, I want an extra one over here. How do we do that? How do we get an extra thing over here? Well, you've got this little arrow. If I add that, see it's made another new slot there. So now I can just keep adding by clicking down here. And go into our colors now and choose the next color. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go back to our grid. So it's really easy to add stuff. 2, 3, 4. And we'll go over to our colors and make that this one. And now, if we get out of here, we have 24 tracks. 4, 4, 4, 4. They're all linked to the colors across the top here. And we can control them. So really easy to set up things. Shall we record something in? Now, once we record a couple of things in, then I'm going to jump over to AUM and show you the major update for this. So I've got an extra mic here. Let me connect this, make sure it's all working. Hello. Hey, we got a microphone. Wicked, wicked, wicked. So I've got now you'll see down here, it's picking up my microphone, and you can go in here and decide on your interface how you want it to work. Input 1, input 2. So you can choose on your interface how you want this to work. Let's give it a bit more volume. La 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 la. Excellent. Now, underneath we have these colors. If I click on this, this is telling me where the microphone is being recorded to. If I hit none, I can't record anything into any of these loops. But if I hit all, I can choose whatever loop I want. So for example, we've got our 120 BPM set. We've got our timer. Let's just hit play. And now I should just be able to sing in. So I'm going to tap on this. And you see you've got a little timer there. La 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 la. Easy. La 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 la. Now I might want to do an overdub on the same track. If I double tap with if I tap with 2 fingers, it'll let me record over the top of it. Overdubs are super easy. You can keep overdubbing and overdubbing how much you want. Let's do it again. Oops, double tap. Oh, I went over it. There we go. I actually went over it. It's my fault. Let's do something fun. Let's do... Sorry, I coughed in the mic. Fuck. Sorry, COVID. What can I do? Let's hit play again. We'll do a row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat double gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. What have I done? You get the idea? Row, there we are. Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Merrily, life is but a dream. Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So really easy to overdub and do lots of stuff on the one track. Let's just stop it. I'm going to swipe down. You just swipe down and you can delete it, re-record it. You'll need to go back and watch my video on the previous video to learn all this stuff, yeah? But super easy just to do loops off the cuff. Let's just do some beatboxing kind of stuff to get something down here, and then we'll move over to AUM. And then before we do that, I'll show you the reverse stuff and some extra tools. What have we got? 20 minutes. We're crazy. Have we got Mike? Yes, we've got Mike here. Let's turn that up. Yeah. Okay, so you get the idea. Now, not only can you do that, you can import drums in here. So I've covered all this. Again, we can go down and do things like this. Add a MIDI controller. We can add my Arturia key steps. So now I'm playing notes on my keyboard, and you can see down in here it's taking input. So I can go in and then add, let's just quickly grab in a piano. So we got our audio units. We can do a search for whatever piano we want. We can do like a piano tech. Boom, it's in there. Go over, hit the plus. Piano tech. See? Super easy to add stuff. This thing is a beast. But I want to show you now with 15 minutes left how incredibly powerful this is going to be in the DAW, yeah? So in something like AUM and Loopy, that's going to be, and Logic that's coming out. Hopefully this is going to work in Logic as well. All right, let's close this. I'm going to open it up in AUM and let me show you some magic. Let's create an audio track. Let's load up Loopy Pro. This is part of the in-app purchase. Now I'm going to load Loopy as an effect, right? So as an effect, keep that in your head. Loopy Pro. Here it is. Now it looks a little bit different. Not much. It's just a little bit different, and it's partly over here with these master buttons, which we'll cover in a second. Let's add in some drums. So I'm going to load a hammerhead up the top here. We got a hammerhead. Let's get some kicks happening with it. Let's just hit some kicks up here. So we've got some kicks running. I'm going to go into the settings. Make sure we're set to. We got a click here. We got our beat counter. And I want to make sure it's synchronized to the DAW. Yeah, so it's set to host sync. So now if I hit play, it's playing now inside of Loopy. Let's change this to a 4-bar. So if we stop and now hit play, we've got plenty of room to record. Okie dokie. You can see the sounds coming through here. Now let me show you up the top. This is where the magic is. So in here, right up the top, there's no like option for a microphone because this is connected within AUM. But when we click here, you can turn on and off monitoring. You've got an input bus. So I can choose any input from AUM, up to 32 of them. We're currently set to number 1. You know why? Because this is number 1. So anything I put in at number 1 up here is going to be able to record. So let's hit play, touch one of these, and it's ready to record. Simple as that. It's recording 4 beats of it. Done. That's now done. We can stop it, and I can go in here, and we can change sounds. I can get rid of these kicks, change it to snares. So we've got some snares in here now. Go back, and I can now hit play. And choose the next little loop. And it will record in the snare. Once it gets around, go. Super easy. That's recorded. Now we can stop it and can go back over here. I can take out these snares. We can go in and grab some hi-hats. Let's do some random hi-hats, just random shit. Go back over to Loopy because we're still set up for track 1. Hit play. Touch a loop. Super, super easy. Done. Now, if I want, I don't need any more hammerhead. What's going on, Audible? I can remove hammerhead. It's gone. I don't need it anymore because guess what? Everything's all in Loopy. Done. Super easy to do this within as an AUv3. But I want some piano, yeah? So, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to create a MIDI track. I'm going to move this to the front. let's make a piano. Let's go in here, do a piano tech quickly. Let's go in here and make a, what do we do? Because you can use stuff like a scaler. Grab a scaler, and we can now connect scaler to our piano tech. Then we can connect this to a door sync on. We'll make this 2 beats. That'll do. We'll grab some chords quickly. Some 80s chords, that'll do. We'll grab these chords, maybe. And now, if we head back over to Loopy and hit play, you can see the piano's coming through here. All right, what we didn't do was set that to a loop. So now, let's record it in. Now we don't need that anymore. We don't need the piano. It's done. It's recorded. It's all in there. We can now set a vocal. Let's quickly set a vocal. We'll go track 1. We've got a vocal here. Boom. Hello, 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 hello. We'll give it some volume. Let's hit play. Oh, baby, baby, can you feel me tonight? I gotta get so deep inside. Oh, baby, baby, can you feel me tonight? Wicked. See how easy this is to throw stuff together super quick. And I can even go in and add multiple tracks here if I want. I could have like a piano in here and some other drums in here, and I can load anything from any of these tracks up here into this one mic input just by changing to which bus. So I would go to number 2 if I wanted to put something else in. It's very, very easy to use. So we've got all these tracks. If we hit play, now we'll take out that microphone. We don't need it anymore. It's all done. Hit play. I gotta get so deep inside. Oh, baby, baby, can you feel me tonight? We can change the volume of all this. I gotta get so deep inside. Oh, baby, baby, if we click the little donut here, I gotta get so we can change individual volumes. Oh, baby, baby, can you feel me tonight? I gotta get so deep. Right, but here's the exciting thing. So that's super easy. You've been able to use it as a AUv3 for a long time. This is where it gets super cool. Down over here, I'm going to hit the plus, and you see there's this new option down here called Add Auxiliary Output. Let's do that. I'm going to add 5 of these. Let's just do it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can now send all of these tracks out to AUM tracks from within this one Loopy. You ready? Let's do it. Remove these channels. So in here, in the effects track, I'm going to hit this and choose multi-bus audio unit extension. And that has created another Loopy, A21. Now if I duplicate, and then duplicate, and then duplicate, so now we've got 4 of them. Now we've got 5. Watch this. We're going to go into the first one, and where it says master on all of these tracks here, you can choose to now send these instead of the master to output 1. So now I can take this one here and move it to output 2. I can take this one and move it to output 3. And now these 3 colored tracks here are being sent to these 3 tracks in AUM, like this. Deep inside, oh baby, baby, can you feel me tonight? I got. Oh baby, baby, can you so now I can add my own effects outside of Loopy. So deep inside, oh baby, baby, can you feel me tonight? I gotta get so deep inside. So the reason I'm running through this fast is because I don't have a lot of time today, but you have these outputs, and you can have heaps of these. So deep. You are absolutely right, Audible. And now think about this, because we don't know what's happening with Logic. But man, if there is the ability to have output buses in Logic, you'll be able to do this kind of shit in Logic and have. It's just bonkers. This has come at the very right time for a Logic coming out. It's just incredible to be able to have ins and outs like this, to be able to choose up to 32 ins and outs from here. Just really, really powerful. And I'm telling you, this is only one thing with Loopy. There's so much. If you already have Loopy, go and dive into it. Go and play with it and go and check out the amount of updates that have happened. There's just too much for me to cover in this today. It's impossible. Michael is just a tireless developer who just continues to work really hard to make this better and better. His Facebook group has people put a comment in there saying, can you do this? Can you fix this? He's on it like that. He's one of the developers you really should support, and he's a fucking Aussie. So, no, he's just a really, really amazing person and really amazing developer. And this is sick. So I didn't cover a couple of things. We'll quickly do this for a second. Let's just look at one of these. Let's add a volume control here, because you can add these too, these little volume things, and you can stretch them out, or you can do whatever you want with these. And you can assign them. So you can go in and assign things. Like, so if I put a press here, I can go in here and look at the things I can do with this, with a clip action. I can reverse clips. I can, there's so much you can do. You can change, you can slow things down, you can change the speed. There's so much you can do with all these widgets. It is just bonkers. MIDI actions, so much. It's absolutely crazy what you can do. So many new things, muting, soloing, reversing, speeding things up. You've just got so much you can do with all of these cool things. You got value changes. You can adjust the parameters. You can decide to make this particular clip here, hit done, and change the parameter of the speed or pitch. Look at this. So now if I hit play, I can go in here and you can slow down. You've got new reverse buttons in here as well. I think it's this one. And then you can go in and hit a press and do a reverse. You've got clip actions for reversing. I've got to actually choose a clip. Let's do that. We've got to press, play, stop. I'm running out of time. I've got 4 minutes, man, before Thomas's show starts. Specific clip. This one. Dude, get it right. Target. Now it's in reverse. I mean, there's so much. Use your imagination, absolutely. Think outside the box. There's so much you can do. So many people love AUM and they don't like to use Loopy. I mean, it's just... Let's stop that. Stop. All right. There's just so much that is available to you with Loopy. I can't recommend it enough. I made an incredible song with it, and you know, it's one of the songs that I'm really proud of, what I did with Loopy. All right, let's get out of here. Let me remind you tomorrow that Brad is coming on the show to interview me. That's going to be crazy. Who knows what's going to happen. That is a thing. And to go out today, because we've got Thomas Christ coming up next. I don't want to make Thomas late, but get on to Loopy. It's just going to get more and more updates as we go on, because it is an incredibly powerful tool that keeps on growing. Let's go out today with an unlisted song that you probably never have heard before from Brad Example. Yeah? And I'll dump you automatically over at Thomas's show directly after this, so don't fear. This is a song called Shadows by Brad Example, who is interviewing me here on the channel tomorrow. Let's go out. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we'll all rise together. Boom.
We'll all rise together, 'cause you make me shine better.